Okay, so we have IG views, leads, lead quality. What else?
I'm trying to think of two. Obviously, there's always going to be a bit of sales, but I
Okay.
think they're better.
So we'll focus on these first three right here, just because these three, again, are kind of all intertwined with each other.
Yeah, the most. Yeah, of
So
course.
let's fix it right here, right? So right now, having trouble with leads in the first place. So how many leads you're getting. Second thing we're going to cover is lead quality. So why are you getting so many kids? And I'm assuming you mean kids and not adults, right? Or guys who are willing to pay. Last thing is just views. Why are the views just going down ever since you posted, new content, right? We'll talk about this. So first thing is just leads. The amount of leads you get in purely is based off of really just two things: how many views you're getting, and then how well it actually converts, right? So in terms of views, it's strictly just, is the video shareable, right? Because again, if they just share it to one person, and then this person shares it to two people, and then this person shares it to more, right? How Instagram works and how views really work on any social platform is just, if someone else likes it, if it's shareable, they will share it to other people. So Instagram's algorithm will know, hey, this is a good video because a lot of people want to see this and share it. It's as simple as that with views. And in terms of getting views, it really comes down to, the video itself. It's just some videos, honestly, sometimes, even if it's a good, really put together video, will just flop. That's just how the game works. Everyone knows that. But the game, or I guess the name of the game, is just keep putting it out, right? Because if it's different if it's shitty content and you're putting it out and it's not getting views, but it's different when it's good content, it's not getting views. Because eventually the good videos will hit. Because eventually, great example, Christian. Christian was putting out good videos for, like 3 weeks. He was like, I'm not growing any followers. Week later, he hit, 9 million views and gained like 3,000 followers or something like that, 3 or 4,000 followers, right? In the matter of a week, just because he had good content, but all he had to do was do it a little bit longer, right? Because that part is that's where luck plays a little bit into a factor.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of conversion, right? Conversion down here is literally just messaging. Because in your videos, you want to basically think about, again, not every single video should be like this. A lot of it should, but is this video truly going to change someone's life, right? I get a great example with Anthony on our check-in call. He really likes anime, but the thing is, on his page, anime is it's too much anime where he reposts anime reels that are motivating. Like, they are motivating, right? For example, if you have an anime video, it is motivating, right? If you see anime clips all the time, I don't know if you've seen them, but it does motivate you. But what we want to do is tie the motivation to you, right? So instead of them pulling, motivation from a character, an anime character, how about they pull it from you? So instead of saying this anime character motivates me to do XYZ because they do XYZ, right? We want it to be, hey, Dylan is the guy that motivates me to do this, right? Dylan
Yeah.
is the guy that motivates me to do this. Now they're linking motivation to you. And now every time they want motivation, what are they going to do? Go to your page and doom scroll your entire feed. Now, what's going to happen when they just, doom scroll on your feed is naturally your videos will just get more views, right? Obviously, your videos will get more views because they're just going to doom scroll. How many times have you honestly looked at someone's page that is motivational and just started scrolling through other things?
I would say like there's been a few times in history. Definitely, I've done it with like Trey and John Mark, especially John Mark back in the day.
So it's
We-
like, as soon as
Yeah.
as soon as someone pulls something from you, as soon as someone says, hey, this person gave me this sort of feeling, motivation, hope, maybe clarity on something, right? Then what will naturally happen is they just watch all your other videos, right? So for you, what you're lacking right now, in your opinion, after we do content review, what are you lacking? Like, what type of content? So obviously we have the four corners of content. You already know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Info, motivation, and personal branding, right? So out of those four corners, which one are you lacking the most right now, in your opinion?
I would say right now it would be filler, surprisingly. It used to
Really?
not be a problem, but filler and motivation. I rarely do motivation as much, but it's kind of tied into my
Personal.
info in a way.
Okay. So what we want to do is now realize this. If our views went down, it's because we're not posting our filler, which is what's supposed to go essentially viral to trickle down into
What's
these videos, right?
That's what's weird. Is my filler videos, that's all I'm saying. they won't go like viral, like not necessarily saying like viral like they used to. I would say more viral like they should, because some videos, like, there's no way that a video, like, I know it's a direct parallel because it happens every time, or used to. If a
Mhm.
video got like over 500K on TikTok, it should get over 500K on Instagram, right? It's how it is. Usually it's vice versa. But there hasn't been a video that's gone over 10K in 90 days now. And I didn't know if it was like maybe an account issue, something I didn't set up.
No.
Possibly.
So I think, okay, so what we'll do after this is go into your account and actually have a deep dive review.
Yeah.
But in terms of virality, right? If you're like, if you mind, people can get washed out, and it's also like seasonal things, right? Like the viral that went video in the past, which is winter arc. Now it's not winter. Now this warm is getting either,
Yeah.
right? So like those type of videos naturally just won't go viral anymore, right? Because you have to realize now we're in a different season of the year, right? We're in Q1. What are things that people want to do Q1? Beach, pool, right? People are already imagining the summer. So why are we not making content that revolves around that? You live in LA, you should be showing, the trees, the weather, because it's warmer there already. You should be showing going to the beach, going to pools, right? Showing people the life that their life could look like again in 3 months when summer does truly hit. Right. So those are things. Remember, you're supposed to be the future version of all these people that are watching your content. So in this type of content, again, the results, show them the beach, right? Show them the pool, right? Show them all these things, because again, you're in the future self, you're their future self. And
Yeah.
what's going to happen is they're thinking about summer right now. No one's thinking about, January anymore. The winter arc's over. People are thinking about summer now.
That was a solid quote, because people think of you as their future self when watching the video.
Exactly. So bringing back to the messaging here then, right? Again, if people are taking things away from you, right? This Dylan made me feel this way. Dylan made me feel this way. Dylan motivated me to do this, right? And then they see themselves being in your shoes, being at the beach or the pool, being shredded, right? That's going to make them want to, again, reach out to you, because the connection is stronger. It's genuine connection, right? But again, we have a different factor now. We have your YouTube, right? We'll talk about that in a little bit. But lead quality, it really just does come down to, like, you can't control your lead quality like to 100%. Like, no matter what, thing is, the more views you get, the more leads. The thing is, you can't just filter out younger guys. With more views, you'll always just naturally get younger guys coming in, no matter what. Even if it's a super, super informational video and you say only 30-year-olds watch this, no matter what, if it goes viral, little kids are going to see it. That's just how it works, because they have to push it out to everybody, right? But the one thing you can do is sort of, okay, this is, again, you don't want to niche down your videos too much to the point where nobody gets to see it. But that's what, again, the viral videos are for, right? Post viral video to get the views, so that when you do niche down a little bit, it's more targeted, right? Because now we're hitting this right here instead of hitting a big pool of people like this. Because this is for our viral content right here, right? This outer line. This right here is where we're going to do the converting, and that's through the messaging, right? Our messaging is going to say, I changed my life by doing this. I got in shape by doing this. Here's what I know about fitness. If you're struggling with this, try this. Depression, something like depression isn't real. Try this. Heartbreaks shaped me into the person I am today. Right now, these are points that they can relate to. So when, again, you hit this viral video where all the little kids are seeing it, right? What's pulling them, or what's pulling someone into converting here in the center? It's these topics that you talk about in here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So again, we want to post the viral content. For right now, we're in the season of this. People are thinking about the pool now, right? Always think everything goes in seasons. Even with my business, Q1, people are in a buying mood. Q2, we usually calm it down a little bit, right? Focus on fulfillment, right? Q3, summer's over. People want to lock back in. The fun time's over. It's time to go back and, hibernate. All right. So we go full time into scaling again, right? Winter time, Christmas time. People don't want to buy because they're, Christmas holidays are coming up and all that. People just want to enjoy the time. So there is seasons for everything. So you have to realize, what's your season for fitness. Right now is peak season for fitness. Summer's right around the corner. Everyone's thinking about the pool, the beach, vacations, all that, right? Now is the time to make as many sales as possible, because this is the season for fitness coaches. If you miss out on this opportunity now, you'll never see a better time to start fitness coaching and make sales than right now, because this, again, summer is what, like 2 months away. That's just enough time for people to lose Yeah. Summer is 2 months away. There's just enough time for people to see results to get to this dream point right here. And they want to envision their life into you. Think about like even the most recent reel I posted. I'm on a yacht, shirtless, smiling. It's a good time, right? The reason why we post that kind of content is to show people this is possible, right? Showing someone, again, especially for guys, people or guys are very like the way they're tangible is they like to see themselves in someone's shoes. Like, so for example, a female, they buy off of emotion, right? I feel like this, I want to feel like this, I want to feel like this, right? But for guys, it's truly, I feel like, for example, glasses. If you put on glasses, what, like, if, okay, this is super complicated now, but in an ad, right? If you someone wear glasses, they don't say how good the glasses are. The glasses will make you feel like this. Here's this feature about the glasses. It's literally just usually a video of a cool guy with glasses on, maybe a cool car, walking like he's cool. But that's what they sell on because now you think if you wear the glasses, you'll be in those shoes.
Yeah.
For you, right? It's I have this physique, I'm at the pool. So if you get this physique, you can be at the pool and feel and look as cool as I do. Right? Look confident, do all these things, right? So that's how you're gonna I guess convert more guys. Now, lead quality again, it's just showing how competent you are. Like if if an older guy comes to you, is he going to say, I trust this young guy to coach me. I trust this young guy to pay me or pay him 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, right? Whatever it may be. They need to, again, build enough trust with you and you need to show a certain level of you need to show a certain level of competence for them to be like, okay, this guy, even though he's 19, can teach me all the things I need to know. And he understands certain concepts that I didn't think he would understand as a young guy. Right. Because if you just talk about, partying or stop partying all the time, like these 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds,
They don't give a fuck. Yeah.
they're not partying all the time. These aren't the things they're struggling with. They're struggling with, different things. They're struggling with, feeling lonely, right? Maybe relationship problems, maybe just confidence, right? Like a bunch of things. These are things they're struggling with. They're not struggling with partying or like,
Or like maybe lost, like kind of no direction, like need something to do, like need like a passion or need something like that. I could easily see that.
yeah, because a lot of guys are just working their jobs and they don't truly feel fulfilled, right?
Yeah.
They just live day to day. They just live their day-to-day lives just doing whatever they're doing. Nothing really changes. That's why they're at where they're at right now, right? So maybe they need a new level of excitement in their life. Maybe if they get in shape, they can start going out a little bit more, right? Meeting new people, right? Meet people, right? And then eventually these will just trickle down into new things they can do with their life, right? But what's their end goal with all of this, right? Their end goal is obviously just bettering their life, right? Better life. That's what they truly want to do. They want something to make them feel fulfilled, right? Because so many people work 9-to-5 jobs and they just don't feel fulfilled with what they're doing. They're just living day to day, doing the same exact things every day, and nothing ever changes. Like the one new thing, like say there's like a birthday party or something, they'll get excited over that, right? But if you can implement, hey, if you do this, every day is exciting. Every day you can live to the full. Every day you can go out and try a new thing because, I mean, fuck, you have the confidence to really do anything you want when you're in shape.
Yeah, that's huge too, because that's also around my offer. Because I have a lot of like self-improvement stuff in my offer as well. Like I have a whole thing on like the habits, like the full thing with that.
Yeah. So let me break it down here. So to summarize basically everything we said. So if you're having a lead flow issue, and then you have lead quality, and then you're having a what was the last thing?
Oh, IG views have been huge. That's a big deal for sure.
Views. Okay, so if you're having lead flow problems, lead quality problems, and then view issues with views, again, lead flow really just ties into views. And then your views obviously will turn into lead quality, right? So the first step is fixing the views. So
Always. Yeah.
posting more viral content, but not too much where all your content is viral, right? It's fine if all of it's viral, but that's not the case for everybody. Not all coaches can just constantly bang out viral videos. It's just like a fairy tale. It's like a 1% chance of people doing that, right?
Yeah.
Most coaches who are making money literally just go off the tactic of going viral and then trickling their viewers from that viral video to their, good content, the nurturing content, things that would convert, right? So from here is how we fix up our quality. Because even though you'll have shitty leads reach out, if your content is structured the correct way, meaning you're solving adult problems, right? Giving them a future that only they could see in themselves because kids don't see it. They don't want to just be in shape to be in shape. Like think about like why an adult wants to get in shape and then why a kid wants to get in shape. It's pretty similar, but there's little things in between that really make it different. And that's what your content will be revolved around, right? So once you find those things, we'll talk about that. But once you find those things, that's going to fix up your quality issue. And now, again, since you're going viral, that fixes up the lead flow issue.
Yeah.
So as simple as it
100%.
sounds, all we need to do is solve more adult problems and post more viral videos for the season of the year that we're in right now. Again, which is people thinking about summertime because it's right around the corner. So that's a very simple way of putting it. Obviously, we'll go more in detail and go into your account and really just break down everything. But we'll do that now. But does all this make sense?
Yeah, 100%. Because 100%. Yeah.
I hope the iPad helps. It helps me like kind of put it out on paper and help.
Yeah, so you could write out your thoughts so I could like visually see it. Yeah, it's good. I liked it.